Alright, so let's get this ball rolling. In 2020, Slick Xeno Knuckles was born, and I made the character to be who I wanted it to be throughout the year, and I was pretty proud of what I came up with. So in this video, I'll be going over the history about him, how I made him, who he is, and who he is in his lore, character-wise, or whatever that may be. So join me in this video as I talk about none other than myself, IRL, and the person I play as called Slick Xeno Knuckles, the history of his lore, and who he is as a person. Slick Xeno Knuckles was a name I came up with when I was on TikTok and saw this motherfucker right here. Shout out to Slick Sonic for giving the idea and birth to the character who he is today. Slick Xeno Knuckles is a ghetto parody of the titular Sega character Knuckles the Echidna from 1994, Sonic and Knuckles, or Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I'd made the character to be more of this edgy, sarcastic, pessimistic, Garfield type personality, but he's like a hyperactive child with a cynical old man mind. And to be honest with you, I'm pretty proud of he's a very complex character in the deep mind territory, because to be honest with you, he's not supposed to be a person judged by the book. You already know him from the book type of dude. You're supposed to be confused. You're supposed to ask, who is he? So you're supposed to have questions that remain unanswered, only because you just don't know him like that. Now, of course, over the course of years, you've known me as, just Xeno Slick Knuckles, but there's actually more to me and this character than you may actually know, and I'm going to start off with telling the lore of his backstory right here, and tell you his own little story, because actually he's supposed to be some sort of creepypasta that I made. So let's get into that. So the backstory of Knuckles goes like this. The DEG, or the demonic eldritch god, was there when creation of existence started, and all life was growing and achieving success and thriving to one another, basically as all families do and all life does. But being the chaotic and demonic thing he was like, okay, well, let's have a little fun here. So he treated all life as nothing but his little playthings. Sometimes he would kill them just for his own amusement, but he would also erase them from existence in life itself, finding great pleasure in watching people suffer in pain. The other cosmic entities and goddesses and gods did not like that. And of course he made very, very, very many enemies, some trying to be his friend, but of course he didn't want that at all. But skipping a lot of time, it was in the late 90s, and he was minding his business watching the humans on Earth. He started in Japan. That's where he found the most interest in. He found a family, just a struggling mother and two of her kids. If they were playing Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and for whatever reason he took great interest in them. And so he entered the Sonic 3 and Knuckles game, taking the role of Knuckles, breaking the limits of the game and doing what he wanted to do. He set his eyes on the two children and he had the most vile and evil thing yet. So with years, the children played the game, and for whatever reason, Knuckles stopped and talked to them. And they were amazed. They didn't think this was a part of the game. This was real. And so it talked and played and befriended the two children. There was the little sister named Sakura and her big brother Kuroto. And one day, they were playing the game, and he asked, "Hey, would you want to be a part of this game?" Their eyes widened and smiled. "Oh yes, please. We would love to see Sonic and Friends." And so, with a smile, he dragged the two inside the game while their mother was sleeping. It was only for her to be woken up by the sounds of her babies crying, and she ran into the room with them not being there. She hears the children crying. They must be in the house. So she searched everywhere. Until, that is, she went into the living room. She noticed the TV being on and her precious children are trapped within the hellish game. Knuckles, or the DEG at this point, smiles at the distraught mother, looking out or witnessing her terrified face. She asked, "My children, my babies, how does this even, no, this can't be real." And he said, "Oh, this is very real. And innocent children, such as these ones, are so precious I couldn't let them go. I'll be taking them away from you now." And thus, he stripped the children of their lives and identities, soul and body. Of course, they still had their conscience, but they were no longer themselves. Hiroto, the older brother, being Sonic, and the little sister is now Tails. The mother watches as her children were placed inside their newfound bodies, and now he's after the mother to complete his final phase and tear the family apart to complete his demented and twisted game. Now, on the lighter side of things, when he's not doing all that, he's hanging with Slick Sonic and friends and having misadventures everywhere. As in this video I'm about to show you right here.
Sasuke says if they're gonna hold on guys, Sasuke says if they're gonna keep on fighting over and over again, I'm gonna shave those two head and make them stop fighting right now.
Hey, you know what? You're right. You're right. Hey, Knuckles. How about that? You know what? I wish you would. I'm gonna erase this bitch from existence. You don't have a fucking skull.
Knuckles, it's okay. It's okay. She's right. She's right. See right. Should we go pop up at a doorstep?
No,
she's 3 foot. Doorstep. We gotta agree that she's back.
No. She's 3'3". She is no room to talk.
3'3". You're short as that.
Take your ass back to the pond, girl. Ah, fuck. I got a leash for your ass.
Oh, hell no! Knuckles, do you see this?
Holy shit!
I swear to God, Knuckles, the weed from Ohio making me say stuff.
Son of a bitch took my weed! God damn, ho, back up. Knuckles has this personality where he just does not give a fuck. You know Postal Dude? This dude is that guy, and he has no problem being a dickish asshole to anyone whatsoever. Whether it's him sleeping in whatever realm he's in, hanging out with his best friend, or making albums or songs or whatnot, being a creepy bastard the motherfucker is, Slick Xeno Knuckles will always be this, I can do what I want because I'm powerful and I'm a dick like that type of motherfucker. Of course, with his friends, so-called friends, he's softened up a little bit, and sometimes he even helps save the world. But that's just all in good fun. Now, as for my IRL self, I literally look like Darnell off of Pico School, and my Sona is this little piece of shit right here. I don't even know why I bother, but when I decide to put Slick Knuckles with Slick Sonic, they always get into like some, some deep shit. I don't know what it is, but I just find this enjoyment. The fact that Slick Knuckles always brings trouble to Slick Sonic when he's trying to save the world or maybe save the universe from total annihilation. Of course, he's a dick like that, and he's entrusting Sonic to be like, oh yeah, take care of this shit. And then, you know, he flies off somewhere. So it is what it is. Yes! Finally! Why do I gotta save this dumbass nigga? Oh, I wonder if they got hoes on that ship. Alright, I think I'm just gonna end this and end things off with some fun facts about Slick Xeno Knuckles. Well, first fun fact is his favorite fruit is apples, crunchy, juicy apples. Give him that and feed him food or whatnot, and well, he probably might turn into your best friend or something. It really all depends on how he's feeling. And other fun facts would be that he has the power to reset the universe, and certain things like a Sega Genesis reset button. Why? I don't know. I just gave him that power. I thought it would be pretty cool. He also has a son and 2 daughters. Yes, he stole them from somewhere. That is another topic for another time. But I really don't have too much to say right now, actually. I mean, I think that's all. So Slick Knuckles is who he is. I based him off of Knuckles and gave him a more anime Eldridge appearance. Power set move, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. I think that's gonna do it for everything that I needed to say here. I actually didn't have no script with this one. I don't really do scripts or like written like things to plan out. I don't plan at all. I just go with the flow. I one-shot everything, and I basically call it raps, to be honest with you. I just, as you're hearing me talk right now, it is the next day, because yesterday I was so fucking tired. I just had to finish it up today. So I guess I'm going to just leave off with now you know who I am as Slick Knuckles. I'm a dude who saw this opportunity on TikTok, and I was like, you know what, maybe I could be some sort of friend, brother / family to Slick Sonic, the person running the account, and I could also be his in-lore rival, because that's I don't know, we ever since that day we just had this connection, because I don't know what it is, but it was pretty cool. But nonetheless, if you like the video, you already know, if you like the video, thumbs up, and hit that subscribe button so you can join the Slick crew. You already know Misfit crew is joining, and you know, shit, man, I do not mind anybody. Hey, we do top shit. We do top tier shitty videos on this channel. If you rock with it, hey, we rock with it. If you don't, go somewhere else. I don't know. But until then, my friends, I'ma see y'all soon. I might do a truth or dare video. No.